waning.
We'll light another one if we need to.
We have gratitude in our hearts.
Yes, we do, absolutely. Count our blessings. Yes,
Kayaks.
kayaks.
I got to go out off Stockade yesterday, and it was so perfect and beautiful, and little ducklings with their mama, and it was just so perfect.
Yes. Yes,
What life gives you, whether it's good or bad or whatever it is, be able to discern what's good and bad for you.
absolutely.
I'm blessed that I have this job and that I can help people like Miss Cardi here and do something good for my community.
I saw a hand, yes.
Oh, my gained employment finally.
I'd like to thank Danielle and Bob for that great meditation.
Yes.
Just want to thank the 6 therapists that I worked with over the last 3 days, my horses and the clients who came to get work done under my big elm tree. It was amazing, and I'm exhausted.
She has an amazing place to do that.
Yeah,
If you
thank
haven't
you.
been out to Eagles Rising, to Judy's place for healing work, ask her about it, because she's got, it's miracles happen out there, truly.
And we're gonna set her up to come and do some qigong there sometime this summer,
We will,
so, yeah.
absolutely. Sue?
I'm thankful for Judy for introducing me to agape, then hence introducing you guys, the spiritual family that sometimes I get to come visit. Thank you.
We're grateful that you Anybody else?
I do again? Thank you, music.
Anybody else? Don't be shy. Harry?
I'm grateful that 31 years ago today, I was able to become a papa. My son was born 31 years ago today.
Happy birthday to you too. Sure.
Well, I'm just so blessed to have all of you guys. You really helped me make it through when I was sick, and you've helped me make it through a lot of things, and I appreciate you guys more than you'll know.
We appreciate you.
Glad you're better.
Anybody else? Kaya?
I'm grateful that she survived a heart attack and she's here sitting with us today.
Yes.
Thank you, Kaya.
All right, going. Oh, got one?
Thankful for knowing your roots, knowing your lineage, knowing what your family has been from both sides, whether that be good or bad. Last weekend here, when you were all talking about thinking of your favorite memory, mine was being in the passenger seat riding with my father. And it was very heavy, but also brought back the best memories I had with my life. Then into pop-up today, giving me the opportunity for the first time to attempt making my mother's brownies that she was famous for.
One more time.
For 3.
Yeah. I'm glad my son is here to visit.
All right. Seeing no more hands raising, we will move on to our inspired reading. And Danielle is going to come up and inspire us.
Yay.
Actually, I'm gonna pull from Lao Tzu to inspire us. This one caught me the first time I heard it on a podcast, and I'm like, why is that so familiar? And then I was reading through some things, like, oh, that's why. And I had just heard that little bit of that podcast come on after another one had finished up, and it just kind of popped onto that spot. I'm like, this would be a good inspired reading. And then Kelly asked me to do an inspired reading, so, I mean, it just kind of is how it rolls out, right? Be careful of your thoughts, for your thoughts become your words. Be careful of your words, for your words become your actions. Be careful of your actions, for your actions become your habits. Be careful for your habits, for your habits become your character. Be careful for your character becomes your destiny.
Wow.
Yeah, Lao Tzu is a pretty amazing philosopher.
Hey, Brandon.
All right, it is time for our presenter for the day. We're gonna have Bob come forward.
Yay.
He's sitting back there thinking about it.
What do you got?
Bob always has amazing messages,
Oh,
so,
no, don't say that.
okay,
Pressure's on.
no pressure.
This'll be the one day.
It comes so naturally to Bob.
Brandon just said good luck. He knows. Good morning again, peace mongers. How are you? Everybody hear this okay? You know, I say I'll do the message, and when I do, I'm never quite sure that I'm never quite sure what I'm gonna do, and neither are you, frankly. I was sitting at the park this morning, doing a meditation, and several different things came to mind. And Jim and I were talking this morning about energy and frequency, and I am, and I believe most of us here are, of the understanding that everything is energy, everything is frequency, everything has a vibration, and that vibration, sometimes we pick it up and sometimes we don't. So in my morning meditation, I practice, I get good at it in the spring and summertime. In the wintertime, I kind of go dormant and don't necessarily practice those things. I really shut down. But my practice this morning, which I invite you to do for just a few minutes, if you feel comfortable doing it, just close your eyes and take a deep breath and just notice how you feel, first of all, internally. Anything at all internally. Just put your attention on that, nice, easy breaths, and notice how you feel. And just acknowledge that. Might be, just nice and relaxed. Something going on in your body, perhaps, that you haven't noticed because you haven't been paying attention. So we go on, and that maybe builds up. Neither good nor bad. But as you have placed your attention there, now notice how it feels and how far you can extend your awareness around you. What do you feel? What do you hear? The air conditioner, the breathing. What frequency does it carry? What energy is it carrying? What energy is my voice carrying? Notice the surroundings around you. Just momentarily, just actually notice what's really going on around you. There are many things that we don't pick up on. Frequencies of cell phone signals and radio signals and satellite signals. All of those types of things that are out there all the time. How often then do we pick up on our natural field? As you have placed your awareness around you, how often, like for example, this morning as I was at the park, I practiced, first of all, checking into myself, like you just did. And then, with my eyes closed, and as I like to do it early in the morning, my face to the sun, just listening and noticing what's happening around me. And notice how that expands my entire awareness, even with my eyes closed. In this practice, I am able at times to see, you hear me talk about it in meditations, to see and feel and hear in all directions. When I tap in, I can see what's happening all around me in my mind's eye. And I don't normally do that when I'm, just running down the street, being regular day-to-day type of things. So all of the healing, loving, and most powerful energy for us is happening all around us. And how often do we take the time to actually tap into that? We come here on Sundays and we tap into it with each other. That's kind of easy. And I think it was Marianne Williamson who said, if you really want to get good at practicing meditation and centering yourself, sit down in a room full of teenagers and meditate. See if you can, how much you can actually, you can control that which is going on around you. That's why it's always important, and I talk about it a lot, is when we're meditating or we're breathing or we're taking these quiet moments, which are the most powerful moments in my opinion, is to allow whatever's going on around us to be part of that. To just notice the sounds, cell phones, people talking, whatever it is. Because I'll get into a thing where I'll be, God damn it, I'm trying to meditate here. Be quiet. You're screwing this up for me. You're messing with my chi. How often am I able to take a breath and allow that to be what it is? Now, hopefully, when those uncomfortable things come along, we have the option to get up and move from them. But we don't always, do we? We live in a pretty frenetic paced world. So how often can we just notice what's happening? And maybe with curiosity rather than judgment, ask ourselves, I wonder what's happening in that person's field. That their energetic signature is coming out in what I would consider to be maybe an obnoxious or disturbing way. Could I be right? Or could this person actually be crying for help in some way? And I'm judging them for being obnoxious because I have an opinion about that because they screwed up my piece. And at that particular point in time, I didn't have time to pay attention to what was happening in their field. Because what's happening in their field is happening in my field. It's happening in your field. Now, we can walk away from it and we can ignore it to an extent. But here's the thing. You can walk away from it and you can ignore it. But you can't leave it behind. That energy, frequency, signal is everywhere. And if you've come into contact with it, which you most likely have, if you've noticed it, you have, then it becomes connected to you. Which is why in some of the Hawaiian healing arts work that I've been taught in particular, we cut aka cords, which are energetic attachments to everything that you come into contact with, as often as you take a shower. Sometimes I stink pretty bad and I need a shower with all of the cords that I've not cleansed off of me. And a lot of times, particularly when I was working in the corporate world, I would take these energetic signatures home and I would dish them out to the people in my life. Maybe just by walking in and slamming the door and going to my room, not saying anything to anybody, which was saying more to everybody than anything. Because at that point in time, I was the obnoxious one screaming, I need some help. And sometimes the help I would scream for would be in a bad behavioral way like that. Because I wasn't really checking in with, walking in the door and going, yeah, it's been a day, give me a minute. I was more likely to walk in the door at the height of that particular part of my life and say, it's been a day, oh, just leave me alone. And I'm so happy that those days are long gone and behind me. But I didn't understand as much, or I should say I didn't pay attention as much to energy and frequencies and how to manage my own energy in order to help influence other energies. Because as I'm talking about us being influenced by those energies, we have that same influence on everyone else. We have the same influence. So it's a cycle. And coming to recognize it, last time I spoke, we did a heart breath. And just coming to recognize, bringing ourselves into that space internally with a breath. It brings us in and it shuts everything out. And it shuts it out, however, in a way that as we come out of that and we open up, our vision is clearer and the field is more broad and we have more peripheral and we have more of an ability to be curious rather than judgmental about what's going on around us. Because when we become curious, it doesn't mean we have to own what somebody is doing. When we become curious, it allows us to do what? It allows us to learn, or be willing to learn. Most of this cool stuff that I've learned in my life was because I was curious about it. And the stuff when I was in regular school that I had to be learning, I wasn't curious about any of that shit. I really wasn't. And now look at me. Here I am in front of you peacemongers. But seriously, curiosity, I talk about that, and it's helped me a lot. And I share this with people quite often, and most of you have probably heard me talk about where we stand on the mountain at Kahu, Maui. One of my greatest, most wonderful, dearest teachers has had people come at her on her Facebook page a couple times, not very often, and they'll have some kind of a snide remark. And her response, as she taught me, has always been, "Thank you for sharing with me where you stand on the mountain. We are all climbing the mountain of life, trying to get to the best point that we can, and I've got no idea what the weather is where you are, even if I'm standing right beside you. Thank you for sharing with me what it's like where you stand on the mountain." It doesn't mean that we're going to move over there and see the same thing. But what it means is we understand. How do we create change in the world? How do we create change in the world for people around us? The people that are trying to be heard, making a lot of noise like I used to do? By understanding or giving them the opportunity to realize that we want to understand where they stand on the mountain. And when we start to take a look at what that did for me is it just took the charge out of a whole bunch of opinions that I would have about where they were standing. Immediately, thank you for sharing with me where you stand. I don't know what it's like where you are. I don't know, I haven't lived the life that you've lived. I haven't had the ups and downs that you've had that have created your response to my statements or to my response. So the idea of being as loving as we possibly can in our energy and our frequency, I would suggest, because it can be very difficult, I would suggest that it comes with curiosity. Be curiously loving about what's going on with other people, especially when it's grinding to us and they're part of our everyday lives and we don't quite understand it. And you don't actually have to stand and have that particular conversation. Here's one of the beautiful things about it. You can energetically have that conversation. You can energetically call upon all of your connections, spiritually, ancestors, guides, anything that would have connected you with each other. And you can energetically have that conversation. You can energetically begin to create understanding. And if you want peace, we need to be able to create understanding and be willing to create understanding. I stand on some things still today that will trigger me. Maybe they're political, whatever it is, and I'm not immediately willing to be understanding about where they stand on the mountain. The people that have the opposite view that I have, frankly, and how they came upon that view, have as much right to their view as I do to mine, from where they stand on the mountain. It may have been the only way to survive from that place on the mountain. I don't know. I can make an opinion about that because of posts or news blasts or whatever, or just being caught up in my own world enough to where I'm not open enough at that moment to pull myself and all of the things that are biting at me energetically to pull myself within myself with a breath, close myself up, and then open myself to actually see what's happening in this world. And if we are going to start to create understanding, love, and harmony in the world, I would suggest to you that becoming curious about where people stand on the mountain and grateful. Because being grateful that and receiving that sharing helps us to understand, was like, oh, Jesus, I don't know if I would be that well off if I were standing in that place on the mountain, frankly. How did you do it? I'm sure that a lot of you have had the same experience that I have had in my life of kind of thinking somebody's a little off or something like that, and when they've told their story, I'm like, oh my God, how can I help you? How did you do that? How can I support you? So, on this beautiful Sunday, in this beautiful room full of beautiful peacemongers, about to have some excellent food and some more beautiful music, I invite you to be curious about where people stand on the mountain. I love you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. As always, so many nuggets in there to unpack and, that's what I like about our messages and even other places that I go sometimes. It's like, it makes me reflect and look at the things that are waiting for me to observe within myself. And, sometimes those moments can be a little uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Are you gonna play a song for us?
Okay.
Would everybody like to hear Sue? If you have not been here to experience Sue Krager, she is a pianist extraordinaire, I guess you could say, as is Brandon, but Sue brings a different, she channels her music. So what comes to her is what she plays, and it's always just really, really beautiful. So I'm going to invite you to just settle into your chair as she does and enjoy.
Yay, Sue!
I'm just gonna step us right into our joyful time of giving, and then if you'd like to play while we do the giving, that would be wonderful.
Okay, you want me to channel some more or whatever?
Whatever you'd like. They're all amazing.
Okay.
See how I make that easy for her? So it should be easy, right? It should all be easy and just flow with ease and grace. So I am gonna step us right into our joyful time of giving. And this is the time where you can share your gifts with the center. Time, talent, treasure, it's all needed, it's all appreciated, and it is how we make this center run. So obviously, we have a lease, we need to pay for electricity and all of those, this beautiful air conditioning on this hot day, or heat in the winter, however it might present itself. So we do appreciate your gifts, and the way we do it is you come forward, you leave your gift in the blue bowl if you choose to, and you can grab an affirmation out of the gold bowl. And even if you're not leaving a gift today, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. We still would love for you to come forward and grab an affirmation, and that is our gift. That little message is our gift to you. So the other thing I want to mention is that, over the past several months, we've actually explored the idea of perhaps one day having our own space and not being in a leased facility. We do have an investment that we have been nurturing along for the last almost 2 years. And, one of these days it might be really cool. So in talking to a banker guy, one of the things he asked me about is how much of our gifting can we actually track? That was a really interesting question. If people do PayPal, which we have a QR code in the back, we can obviously track that. If people write a check, we can track that. And we love it when you just drop cash in the bowl, but like somebody dropped this envelope in the bowl, and I have no idea who it was. So it's I love the mystery, but at the same time, in looking into the future and the future of our center, and as it grows, if we ever want to move forward with that vision, the guy at the bank wants to know, like he has questions. So that was enlightening for me. And so I don't have them today, but my intention is to get envelopes. So if you'd like to write your name and put your cash in there and drop it in the bowl, that would be fantastic. That also allows us to give you a tax deductible receipt at the end of the year if you like to use that for your taxes. So it's kind of a win-win. And with that, I'm going to let Sue play, and I'm gonna let you all come up, and if you wanna greet somebody on your way back to your seat, we got a couple more things to do at the end, and then Jim is getting the barbecue going, and we are doing burgers and dogs and potluck today. So lots going on.
Yay.
All right, Sue, it's all yours.
Together forever. Here we are, together forever.
All right.
Awesome, thank you, Sue. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece, both of them were amazing. Ooh, all right. So I'm just gonna quickly do announcements, and then we're gonna, bring the kids in and let them show us what they've done, and then I have one more thing before we go eat. So, for announcements, as always, every Friday evening at 5:30, we have our Freedom Path, and that is open to everybody. You're welcome to come join in. It's our 12-step program, or if you don't need it, but you know somebody who does, it's open to everybody. They don't have to be a member or anything like that. And Chris runs that, so if you have questions about it, feel free to ask him. Coming up on Saturday, June 13th, it's a big day. We got a double header. So starting out the day, we will be at Memorial Park doing the Pride Festival, and we need help. So Lori is heading that up, and she's working today, but so we do need people to come and kind of do shifts. Lori and I will be out there first thing in the morning, like 8, 9, somewhere in there probably. We have to set up our canopy, get our table set up. We're gonna be, oh, that reminds me of one more thing. I'll work it in. Comes into my head. We will be, let me just work it in right now. That quilt in the back, if everybody would just take a look at that. We are raffling that beautiful, amazing quilt. So we'll be getting that set up at the festival. And I'm getting the raffle tickets printed and everything, so all of us will be able to throw our raffle tickets in, and we'll be working this raffle from now until our event, which is coming up at the end of August, so give me a second, I'll work that in too. But coming back to Saturday, we do need people to come and just kind of be at the booth. We're gonna have some postcards, we're gonna be doing the raffle, and just basically enjoying the day. So I know we have a few people who have already said yes, but we can always use more hands because that makes the work easier, especially at the setup and the tear down. So tear down is at 4 o'clock, yeah. So, and tear down usually goes a whole lot faster than setup because we all want to get done and get home. So with that said, if you're interested in that, reach out to me, to Lori, and we will help you plug into a spot. And then in the afternoon on June 13th, we have an event happening here in the center, and that will be Sarah Kreiser, I'm sorry, her name is, no, it's not Sue Krager, that's where I'm getting confused, it's Kreiser. Anyhow, we have an event on Facebook, and she is like a regressionist, so she does this kind of meditative regression type thing. It's gonna be a 2-hour session, and I haven't experienced her work yet, but I've heard really amazing things about it. So that will be here from 4 to 6. So I can't help tear down because I will be over here helping to set up for event number 2. But that is out on Facebook, and if you're interested in that, we would love to have you join us and have a nice turnout for Sue. This will be her first time. Sarah. Sarah is her name. It's not making sense. It's not Sue, it's Sarah. Sarah Kaiser. Oh, my goodness, too much in my head. All right, so then that takes me to, we talked about the quilt, and you should go check it out. The quilting is absolutely phenomenal. Anybody who can get those little points to come out as perfect as that is an amazing quilter. I've tried, I know. So then we're doing an event. So our fundraising event will be August 29th. So we're starting to work on that. We're working on a silent auction, dessert auction. We're gonna have musicians and all kinds of things going on. It's gonna be a 10 to 4 type thing. And so if you'd like to help sell raffle tickets, if there's something you would like to do to help put the event together, that would be great. And I think that's it for announcements. Heather, do we have littles?
We sure do.
We have little lights. Would they like to come up and share with us what they did today? Or no, maybe not?
You like to show your bracelet?
Oh, did we make something?
Yes.
Oh, yay, you're first. Oh, he's going the wrong way. All right, good job, buddy. Anyhow, Heather and Tenny have been in the other room, working with the little lights, and we want to thank them for that. He made a beautiful bracelet. Oh.
We talked about kindness, and so we made kindness bracelets, we did kindness tag, and then we also picked up a little bit of trash outside because that's also being kind.
Very nice. So let's go ahead and bless these little lights. Everybody, let's go ahead and raise our hands, and we can bless each other too at the same time. Say, little lights.
Little lights.
We love you and we bless you.
We love you and we bless you.
As you live, laugh, learn, and grow
As you live, laugh, learn, and grow.
in infinite possibilities.
In infinite possibilities.
All right, good job. Thanks, Heather. All right, so now what I'd like to do, and we have a really nice big group here today. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but maybe we can kind of work in from the back where Corby is and come around, and I just want us to grasp hands for a minute. And I've got something that I want to read, and I would like Marco and Norma to be in the circle as well. All right. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It's just a moment of connection.
I don't, well, generally it's left hand receiving, right hand giving like this. Left hand up, right hand up. But I'm sure.
All right. And as we all get into our perfect circle and Marco and Norma start dancing, I want to read a blessing for Marco and Norma. Today as we gather with hearts full of gratitude. Gratitude for the laughter shared, the songs sung, the hands extended in service, and the countless ways Marco and Norma have helped make this spiritual center feel like home. They have greeted us with warmth, cared for this sacred space with devotion, shared their musical gifts, tended the plants, repaired what needed mending, and quietly offered their presence wherever it was needed. Their fingerprints are woven into the life of this community. And now life is calling them toward a new adventure, to rolling hills and open skies, to lavender fields and fruit trees, to chickens, sheep, goats, gardens, and the sacred work of living close to the earth. With a beautiful dream, what a beautiful expression of faith. We know that the same infinite presence that guided them here now guides them forward. The same love that opened this door opens the next. The same abundance that provided this opportunity will continue to provide all that is needed for the journey ahead. May their new home be blessed with peace. May the soil be fertile. May the rains arrive in perfect season. May the fruit trees flourish. May the gardens thrive. May the animals be healthy and well cared for. May every sunrise remind them that they are supported. May every sunset remind them that they are loved. May their home become a sanctuary, not only for themselves, but for all who visit. A place of laughter, a place of music, a place of healing, a place where the beauty of spirit is expressed through the simple gifts of everyday life. And when the lavender blooms and the peaches ripen, may they remember that the seeds of this new chapter were planted long ago by courage, faith, and a willingness to follow the call of the heart. Though miles may separate us, the love does not recognize distance. You will remain a cherished part of this community. Your songs will echo in our memories. Your kindness will continue to inspire us. Your friendship will forever be woven into the story of this center. Go with our blessing, go with our gratitude, and go with our love. And may the road ahead unfold with grace, joy, abundance, and wonder. We celebrate you, we honor you, we bless you. And so it is.
So it is.
May God bless you with love and happiness. And as they say in the islands, they never say goodbye because that's a finalization. They say ahui ho, which means until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, down to Mama. Take me home, country moonshine, drops in my eyes, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, down to Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, home to Mama, take me home, country Let's eat.
Just